Hey everyone, Ben here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing one of the most exciting stocks on my watch list. This company could be a real game changer and could be about to take off. But before we dive in, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you wish to take things one step further, hit that first link in the description below to be taken to the Patreon page to find out more about the VIP membership group. There you can gain access to exactly when I'm buying and selling stocks, including my entire stock watch list and my investment portfolio. But with that being said, let's dive in. So what's this company which could be a real game changer? Well, this company is called EHANG with the ticker symbol EH. And this company is a market leader on autonomous aerial vehicles, or AAVs. In other words, human-sized flying cars. Now, the unmanned aerial vehicle market, according to market-to-market research, is predicted to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 15.5% per year between 2019 and 2025. Now, the interesting thing with this company is it's not some concept company which hasn't proven their concept. They don't have working vehicles. They've just made a nice promotional video. This company has working vehicles. They have regulatory approval in China, as well as a trial permit for Europe. The company operates in three main services. The first is logistics, so that will be aerial package delivery. We know this is going to be a major area in the next few years, and even Amazon is working on this space. But EHANG is not just talking, they're actually making moves in this market. They've partnered with JD.com, one of the biggest players in the e-commerce industry in China. In addition, they have a partnership with DHL and they're actually doing trials at one of their depots in China. But that's not all. The second major market EHANG can address with this aerial vehicle is aerial firefighting. So this is just incredible to see. I was actually mind blown when I first saw these videos. Now, the idea of this is many people live in major cities these days in high-rise buildings, and if there is a fire at the other side of the city and an emergency services vehicle needs to get there, driving can take a very long time. Yes, they have lights, but it still takes a very long time to get through the traffic and all the different people in order to get to the situation. But with an unmanned aerial vehicle, you can simply take off and land where the situation is, literally saving people's lives. But that's not all. The third market EHANG is addressing is the tourism industry, and they're already running trial tourism flights in China using their aerial vehicle as basically like a sightseeing package. And technology that people have prophesied for many, many years has now come to fruition with this company. This company is literally taking off in this industry. So now let's dive into the numbers for this company. We're here on Stockopedia. We can see we've got the company here, EHANG Holdings, ticker symbol EH. Now, bear in mind, this is a tiny company still. The market cap is around 1.7 billion, but that's mainly due to the high valuation. The revenue is around $25 million. So the company's growth rate over the past 12 months has grown by 100%. Now, that is incredibly high. Generally, I say a growth stock is one which has grown at least 20% per year. So 100% is incredibly high. Also, I watched an interview of the CEO and he stated that the company aims to be fully profitable within the next 1 to 2 years. So to me, that's also incredible. But also, I don't mind that this company is unprofitable at the moment because it's a young company. The idea of these type of companies is they need to reinvest all those profits to grow the company. They have a massive TAM, or total addressable market. So really, they need to focus on growth, on scale, on mastering the technology that they plan to use. The company also has a strong balance sheet, so the current ratio is 3. Generally, I look for a current ratio of at least 1.5 to 2, so 3 is even better. Basically, your current ratio is your short-term assets, so your cash on the balance sheet compared to your short-term liabilities or debts. So a 3 is pretty good. It's such an exciting company to see. So there's a lot of momentum behind the stock, and the price to sales ratio for this company is a 78. So you're paying today 78 times the company's sales if you invest in the company. This is why this company is on my watch list and I haven't bought it yet. But I will be watching the technicals very closely, and those in my VIP group will be alerted on the exact buy points and sell points for this stock and many others. So if you're interested in that, check out that first link in the description below. So another positive for this company is insiders currently own around 62% of the company, and the CEO actually owns around 42% of the company. So that means he has skin in the game, which is one of the requirements I look for when investing into small cap companies. So this company seems fantastic, and it's definitely bringing the future today. So what about the risks? Well, the major risks I can see are regulation. If regulation doesn't move fast enough, this company's growth will be slowed down. But in China, they do seem to be moving a lot faster than they do in the West. The second risk I can see is accidents, technical glitches, or bad press. So let's say one of these companies' vehicles has a major crash and somebody dies. They have one crash and it's publicized on mainstream media, then the stock will plummet massively. So that's just something to be aware of. And the only good thing I would say is, as this company is based in China, perhaps they will be able to control the media a little bit better than they can in the West. Thus, that may not be as much of an issue, but it's still an issue when this company plans to expand to, say, Europe. Thus, I think the stages for this company will be logistics first, and I think that's the most valuable market at the moment. Even Chipotle wants to deliver meals via drones, so I believe that market should be addressed first, then they can move into the other markets. So really this comes back to a recent survey which I saw by the University of Michigan's Transportation Research Institute, and they found that Americans are concerned with the safety of flying cars. People do have that psychological fear still of something dropping on them from above. So we just need to be aware of that, and they could be potential headwinds against this company in the future. But so far, this company looks really promising. So I'm going to dive into the competition now, and we'll see if there's anybody else who can match EHANG. So you guys may have seen a video I did a while back on Uber and their air taxi division that they were working on. This looked fantastic. You could basically go onto an app on your phone, order one of these Uber flying taxis. They then come to the top of the building. You take the elevator up very, very simply, get in the Uber, fly to where you need to go, and then carry on your day. Seemed very great on paper, but really this was still a concept. It was a nice concept video. It looked great. It was exciting, but they didn't show a real product working. I did hear of some potential trials in Australia, but I didn't see the progression compared to a company like EHANG has at the moment. But then Uber decided to streamline its company, focus more on profitability, and it decided to sell off its robo-taxi division, which was working on autonomous vehicles, and its division, which was working on flying cars. So Uber's flying taxi business was sold to secretive startup Joby Aviation. So this company, Joby Aviation, is a secretive startup. They have been working on electric aircraft for over a decade. Joby was the first company to commit to Uber's aggressive timetable to launch a flying taxi service by 2023. Now, Joby could be an interesting one on the cars. They're working on this secretly, and they've raised a surprising $100 million from a variety of investors, including venture capital arms of Intel, Toyota, and JetBlue. In another funding round in January 2020, so very recently, it announced and closed a massive $590 million round of venture capital funding. Joby also announced that it was teaming up with previous investor Toyota to launch an air taxi service using its new aircraft. So that could also be a really interesting development. So they say its vehicle will have a top speed of 200 miles per hour, travel 150 miles on a single charge, and is 100 times quieter than a conventional aircraft. Now, the thing with this company is it's still secret. If they have such great technology, why aren't they showcasing it right now the same way EHANG is doing? So to me, they're one to watch, but they don't seem as far forward as EHANG. Next, we have Google-backed Kitty Hawk. So this is also an interesting one. So this company did have potential, but they had to reorganize due to reports about breakdowns, battery fires, and returned deposits. So that was an issue for them. Then there was another startup, Zunum. This was locked into a bitter legal fight with its former investor, Boeing. So it seems a lot of the competitor companies are really finding it difficult to take off. Another potential competitor is a company called Parrot. So this is a French small cap company. They're based on the Euronext Paris exchange under the ticker symbol PARRO. So this company makes drones for the US military and is moving into the logistics space. But with this company, I did not see any full-size drones that these guys have in terms of ones that can carry up to 2 passengers, the same as you can see with EHANG. Perhaps they're working on this secretly, but I just haven't come across that yet in my brief research on the company. And the final competitor, number 5, I can see in this space is Amazon. So Amazon has been working on drones for a while now for their logistics business. Amazon wants to become vertically integrated in that they wish to own the entire supply chain. They already have a fleet of planes, and now they want lots of these little drones for their last mile deliveries. But still with Amazon, a lot of that still seems in the concept stage, and a lot of the vehicles that these guys have produced, they seem to be small package delivery vehicles. I've not seen any which can hold up to 2 passengers because that really isn't Amazon's target market. They're all about package delivery. They don't really need to carry people also. Still an interesting one to watch though, but overall it seems EHANG is a real market leader at the moment, which is what makes this stock so exciting. However, it does come with a lot of risks, which are regulation. These companies also seem to be quite capital intensive in terms of the development side, but to be successful, really this company needs proof of concept and the ability to scale. They've proven the proof of concept and they have working vehicles. Now they just need to scale and have the regulation behind them to be successful. So for me, this is a really interesting stock to watch. The price of sales is extremely high right now, but it's still a very interesting stock to watch. Those in the VIP group will get access to a technical analysis I've done on the stock, identifying the buy points for you guys, in addition to my entire stock watch list, the stocks I'm buying, the stocks I'm selling, and my entire investment portfolio. So if that's something you guys are interested in, feel free to check out that first link in the description below. And if you guys did find some value in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the YouTube AI. And with that being said, I have so much love for you guys and I hope you all have a tremendous day. And I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.